Welcome to fucking Boondocking with Sean, Northwest Edition, and day 6 we awoke along the Flathead River, which borders West Glacier National Park. We're about 30 miles south of fucking Canada right now, eh? And I thought the sunrise so nice that I'd do a time-lapse of it, and looking at my screen I saw this chunky bit flowing by like a big brown turd, but alas, it was a fucking bear. And just last night the wifey poo was saying, "I hope we see a fucking bear." I've noticed that synchronicities are more prevalent out here whilst fucking off in the wild places of the world. Well, maybe not more prevalent, just more revealed, having stripped down all the bullshit layers away of, have-tos and must-dos. There you go, dear. You can finish brushing your teeth now. Okay, that was pretty fucking cool. I'm glad, because this here time-lapse is boring as fuck. Anyway, today we made some fucking roll-ups for lunch and decided we'd drive into the middle of Glacier National Park via the Going to the Sun Road, they call it. But we made lots of stops on the valley floor along the way because there's lots of cool shit to see here. And I chose my t-shirt here on purpose because I think I had a bit more of an inkling about this Sun Road, more so than Wifey Poo did. But anyway, here's the deal. As you drive through the park and see all the beautiful shit along the way, you grow ever closer to this massive granite wall, which is the Rockies. And in your mind, you keep thinking you're going to somehow go around them because they're so steep and gnarly, but not so. You fucking go up them. Can you see the look of fear on Wifey Poo's face when she saw a shiny glint way up there and realized it was a fucking car? Neither one of us is a fan of heights, but Wifey Poo, well, you'll see. The Sun Road, as the Park Service calls it, is the only road that traverses the park, crossing the Continental Divide, the halfway point called Logan's Pass, at 6,646 feet. Construction began in 1921 and was complete in 1932, making what used to be a 3-day journey into a 3-hour journey. And you know what really gets me is that motherfuckers spent 11 years chipping away, sweating, bleeding, up at dizzying heights. Not so commerce can get through, not for science, not for industry, but for beauty. They did this so we could experience something extraordinary. That's it. You can't have a truck or tow a trailer up here. It's too fucking tight. When I see shit like this, I get the gut tingles, and I become grateful to a shitload of dead old-timers who made the decision, funded, and implemented shit like this in our national parks. Just for one thing, our enjoyment. That's fucking gumption right there. I hope collectively that we don't lose our gumption. Speaking of gumption, it took some balls to make this road, and Wifey Poo had a full-on panic attack, cried and everything, but despite that, she never once asked to turn back. She just went through it. Tough-ass biatch. I mean, just over the edge there, straight fucking down. It's really hard to capture just how fucking epic this drive is. We pulled over whenever we could to take it all in and let Wifey Poo calm down a bit. So all the glaciers here melted 10,000 fucking years ago during the Pleistocene epoch, and this valley was filled and only the tips of the mountains could be seen. I swear, just the tip. She's heard that before. Isn't that right, dear? Her eyes are still puffy from crying. She's not the only thing crying up here. This stretch here is called the Weeping Wall, and we saw a bunch of, Amish or Quaker folks collecting the water in jars. Like this guy, he's all, hello. Anyway, she's doing better staring at a map. There's also 700 miles of trails all up in this bitch, and that also took some gumption. Well, here we are at almost to Logan's Pass. We went a little past it, but there's no fucking parking. That's just how it goes up here, even off-season. Pick one thing you want to do and show up early, because if you wait, it's going to be crawling with motherfuckers like flies crowding a dead bloated horse's butthole. I did stop and check the Weeping Wall, and I verified, yeah, it's weeping. It's fucking weeping. Maybe it's afraid of heights too. Big ass rock wall up here all, fuck, I'm high as fuck, I can't stop crying and shit. Quaker dude, drink me and piss me out at sea level. Okay, that got weird. Alright, let's go. The way back was chill because we weren't next to the cliff, so Wifey Poo felt a lot better. If you don't like heights, you might want to tell this road to fuck off. But, if you can handle it, I highly recommend going. There's not much more I can say or show you. Some things just need to be experienced. So if you want to know what it's like, then come fucking see for yourself. Motherfuckers chipped away at it for 11 years so that you could. Well, we stopped at this little pullout for lunch, but it was crowded, so we said fuck that and walked down below the parking area to pretend we were alone and to eat. Crowds aren't our thing, so we do what we can to avoid them, but look at this motherfucker staring at us the whole time. People wonder why I fucking avoid people. Anyway, I think I said, I sure hate when motherfuckers stare at me, don't you, dear? And that did the trick, so anyway. Next stop was Lake McDonald, known for its colorful stones. By the way, if you're a rock hound, Glacier National Park is a fucking paradise. But it's a national park, so you're not supposed to take any, or you'll be cursed with, uncontrollable flatulence. Oh well, too late for me. Anyway, on our way back to our campsite, we checked out that weird fucking town we found, Polebridge, Montana. Less than 100 people live here. It's an odd hodgepodge of cabins and painted storage containers, and the mercantile is cool as fuck, and it's been operating since 1914 and has an amazing bakery in the back. And they've got metal Sasquatches here. Tweak, tweak. I mean, what else does a town need? And home sweet home. Still crazy that we're boondocking for free here. I had to clean our solar panel off. This road is dusty as fuck. And, hi. She was waiting for me because she's really good about encouraging me to hydrate. Anyway, I was sitting there thinking about that bear swimming by, and I thought, if I had a little more view upriver, I might have seen it earlier. So I thought I'd widen our view a bit. I know, because the whole fucking river's not enough view, right? Okay, fine. I'm fucking antsy, so I just gave the bank a slight haircut, one that would encourage these little scrub jobs to grow some more and get a little more sunlight to the undergrowth. I'm telling you this because I'm not advocating clear cutting shit like a dumbass. Be mindful, it's not your fucking backyard out here. The river giveth and the river taketh shit the fuck away too. I'm also supporting any beavers that are downstream. I'm a very big fan of, beavers. Well, there we go. I can see a whole 2 feet wider. Whatever. Somewhere there's a beaver thanking me, so fuck it. Alright, well, there's something else I want to show you. I'm not the fucking boss of you, but you see that? Well, you might want to have one of those along, but I mean, don't burn the damn forest down. Don't be a dumbass. And, if you don't have an extinguisher, then fuck it, at least have a bucket. A recent fire got too close for comfort to our little town, and it sucked, so don't be a lazy ass. Alright, well, you know what time it is? It's time to fucking hydrate. And, we made an amazing dinner, but that's a separate fucking video. Walkie poo time. We moseyed our country asses up this dusty road towards the bridge across the Flathead River, connecting the Flathead National Forest and Glacier National Park. Don't forget your bear spray, dumbass. We've never been to Montana before, and I fucking dig it. Hey dear, another thing I've never done is gotten a hand job under a bridge. You probably never will, dumbass. Can't blame a guy for trying. Here I am under the bridge, not getting a hand job. The Flathead River originates in the Canadian Rockies and flows southwest into Flathead Lake, and then 150 miles later empties into Clark Fork, which is part of the Columbia River Drainage Basin. Blah, blah. This river is known for its iridescent blue-green waters, which is caused by rock flour, aka fine particles of glacial silt. Also, there are a shitload of bigger cool fucking rocks of all colors, so like I said, rockhound heaven. If you're wondering what a rockhound is, it's just a motherfucker that really likes rocks, and I really fucking like rocks, so rough. Wifey poo likes my rocks. Anyway, I love walking around the woods at night, especially up here knowing there's grizzlies around and shit. It adds a layer of primal excitement. I feel dormant genes waking up all, what the fuck's going on out there? Why do I have morning wood at night? Okay, boondocking tip. Either be lights out, totally invisible, or get a bunch of solar lights and spread them out from your camp so it looks like there's a bunch of fuckers camping. Another primal sort of response, I guess. And of course, at the end of the night, put your damn fire out. Don't be a dumbass. M-O-O-N. That spells Toodaloo, fuckers. See you next episode.